The only deer left in Sherwood are the ones that are dead.
You see, Robin, I'm trying to trick them. They will hear my beautiful song, and they will come from miles around, thinking that we are traveling minstrels. Once they are gathered around, zoom, off go the arrows, on come the plates of venison.
Well, I can't deny it's a wonderful idea. And to make it even better, what say we spread out some chairs and cushions, a table full of fruit, set up a tickets there.
You're making fun of me, aren't you? I come up with the ideas, and you make fun of me.
Yes, and it's an excellent idea. Assuming, of course, that the king's deer are as stupid as he is.
Oh, I see what you mean. Not likely.
No.
Stupid bloody King John. You know Bridget the Lion I read.
I know. Bloody inconsiderate, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, come on, Will, not on an empty stomach. Look what happens to you.
Well, feed me some venison then, if you're still bothered.
I think I'll do just that. Who is she? Do you know her?
Just another poor Saxon, looking for breakfast.
Ah, she's different. Think I'd like to meet her.
Oh no, not the rescue.
The rescue! I shall appear in the best possible light, don't you think?
Aha! A beautiful maiden, and she's alone. What luck! Satan must be smiling today. How fortunate for me, how unfortunate for you. You will rue the day that you met with the Baron Hardingles.
What if I don't feel like ruing?
Ah!
What are you doing?
Aha!
Would you mind telling me what you're doing?
What? Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Now will I, the Baron Hardingles, pluck me forth a fresh flower of Saxon maidenhead. No, maidenhood. Say your prayers, for who will save you now?
Go ahead and try. I'm waiting.
What do you mean you're waiting?
Go ahead and pluck if you're going to pluck.
Well, you really should resist.
Ha! Hold, oh thou Norman piglet! Ravish not this fair maiden, for I have 3 feet of cold steel that shall make a sieve of thee.
Let him come, it's fine.
No, it's no trouble, really.
Who is this Saxon dog that would crush me in battle so?
Vile, chicken-headed thing! My name shall be thy last knowledge in life, for I am he whom men call Robin Hood.
Ah!
Yes, cringe, and pray now to whatever deity watches over the swine of Norman knighthood. If any, ha, ha, take that, and that. Thou loathsome hound of hell! Ha, 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 ha.
Oh! I am slain!
It is done.
Live no longer.
It is finished.
I
You're
die.
dead. Yes. He'll trouble you no more, fair Saxon maid.
He didn't trouble me at all, actually. He didn't even touch me. All he did was yell a lot.
Yes, frightening. Once again I am forced to take a life. Yea, a wretched, depraved, meaningless Norman life. But a life nonetheless.
There's no blood on your sword.
What?
There's no blood on your sword. It's clean.
Why, the bloodless wretch! Norman, wouldn't you know? Thinner than water.
Yes, well, I think I've had just enough entertainment for one day. Thank you, good writing.
Robin.
Writing Robin, yes, good day.
Well, I could hardly let you go unescorted. I didn't save that pretty neck just to have it slit as soon as you went to the wood.
Oh, but I was so looking forward to that. Now, how am I to have my pretty neck slit if you keep tagging along after me? Or my eyes put out?
Lovely eyes.
Or my head chopped off?
A magnificent head.
It should be. It's the head of a Norman. A wretched, depraved, meaningless Norman, which is what I happen to be.
Hold right there! Well, well, well. I don't know which one you murdered him, but you
get together for tea later on.
Why, wait! Let's go have some now. Come along.
I warn you, you're making a dangerous mistake.
I arrest you in the name of Lord High Sheriff of Nottingham and Nottinghamshire, whose woods young trespass.
All right, look, this has gone far enough. Well, we'll get up. The joke's over. It was just a joke. Well, get up and show the royal foresters that you're alive now, so they won't kill us, all right? Look, it's just a joke. This is ridiculous. That's my friend, Will Gamler. We were just out hunting deer when we happened to...
That was right.
Hunting the king's deer. Well, we won't bring you in after all.
You won't?
No, no. We'll hang you right here.
I have special permission to hunt the king's deer.
You have special permission to sprout wings and fly away.
I see. So we're supposed to go hungry, is that it? Well, if I can't fill my belly, I'll just have to fill yours instead. Come on, my fast little friends. Who's first? I haven't got all day.
Which one of us is gonna be first?
None of us is cool, you twin. We all rush together.
Well, it's about time you rejoined the living.
Don't try it, bucko. Sorry, Robin. I had to sleep off a hangover.
And how do you feel now?
Rested and ready to go.
Good. Time to climb up the king's back. Juicy medicine.
I suggest you two take time out from laughing to go hide somewhere. The Sheriff of Nottingham has a wicked reputation.
Oh, I'm sure her ladyship must have heard that from the court sometime.
That's my advice. Take it or leave it, Saxon.
Well, what about you? You weren't exactly dancing with your man.
Fortunately, they didn't believe I am who I said I am. In which case, the only name that they have is yours, Will Gamwell.
Why, doesn't it look right? Here I have King John coming to the most important part of the castle, place where I receive, entertain, transact, destroy. It just doesn't look right to me, no matter what I do. Perhaps it's too austere. Some more tapestries. But I don't want the place to look cluttered. Is something out of place? I just can't put my finger on it.
You are much too worrisome, my Lord Sheriff. I do swear I can see raw nerve endings jutting from your temples like tiny pennants waving in the wind. I've seen this before. Your face will turn bright plum, the tendons bunching up like a pack of dogs wrestling for meat, while the veins in your throat start rippling like some loathsome congregation of worms. In Hereford we have a saying, the only thing hotter than the heat is the fire.
And from whom did you glean that pearl of wisdom, my Lord Bishop?
Well, of course, that's not an actual saying, it's that no one actually said that. Although I'm sure I heard it somewhere. In fact, I might have even said it to myself. The point I'm trying to make is, things can always be worse. Therefore, we must remain calm like me. Through all manner of storms, floods, volcanic eruptions, visits from King John, all of which come under the heading great forces of nature. Do not shrink from greatness, but rise up to meet it.
What is wrong with this room?
Grasp it by the royal antler, so to speak. Look him squarely in the eye to proclaim.
It is you that is wrong with this room. That's it. Oh, I'm content now.
There they go, those horrible things.
Shut up, Hereford. I've finally found the source of this disorder.
Like throbbing blue caterpillars.
Everything else here is quite pleasing. The decor is positively scrupulous. But you're always there, spewing words like gas, like some lazy lunatic grandmother.
Oh, now
And believe you me, there is no disease more dangerous among the servile. They are so impressionable. Soldiers, cooks, bookkeepers, pieces of clay, waiting for the right hands. But they must be sensitive hands, or the art becomes malformed. But given proper care, however, they will gladly die for you. With complete trust in their master, he needs but bids them into the hideous jaws of death, and they will march proudly and unflaggingly to their doom, and to their respective hereafters.
If His Majesty thinks for a moment I'm going to mollycoddle the monkeys and buffoons I am supplied with, he is sadly mistaken. I find it hard enough not bludgeoning my Lord Bishop, never mind the bloody cook.
You will be quite civil to my Lord Bishop. Herefordshire is an important part of my power. Now, I realize a complete transformation of one's innate temperament cannot happen overnight. You have 1 week. Now, to more important matters.
Are there any?
Oh dear. Well, of course we know there are. For instance, in the area of tax collection, we are meeting a little resistance here, are we not?
Why, there's not a county in the realm.
No, we are not meeting a little resistance. We are meeting a lot of resistance.
Since the last increase, tax collection has become the greatest expenditure in all the kingdom.
You're telling me that? You're telling me that? You're barely breaking even. You're telling me that?
I'm telling you because you don't seem to understand what the difficulty and cost involved.
Nottinghamshire is breaking records in tax resistance, is it not?
As in charging the rest of the kingdom have more important things to do.
Nothing! Nothing is more important to me than income. 4 years ago, my brother the Lionhearted had the good sense to die. He also had the good sense to place the crown on my head. Unfortunately, he neglected to give me the majesty that goes with it. When I look in the mirror, do I see a king? No. At least not while my mother lives. Eleanor not has only more power and glamour. She also holds sway over the barons. And without the support of the barons, I cannot execute my fondest dream. The invasion of my former ally, Philip of France. The queen I'll deal with later. The taxes we'll deal with now, my Lord Sheriff.
You know what Nottingham's like. We have more than our share of vagrants and troublemakers.
Oh, I don't know. They seem to be everywhere, like insects. I swear I can hardly ride the streets without being forced to gaze upon disagreeable faces. Do they bow to me? No. There's all these raised heads. I think they only lower their heads when they're sucking on a horse trough. In fact, my horse shows me more reverence. I had a man whipped yesterday for cursing in my presence. Cursing, mind you. He dropped something on his foot, an axe or something, and he set forth with a litany of such foul vulgarity that it was enough to make even my Lord Sheriff blush.
Bishop! I'm sure you have your rabble too, my Lord Bishop. But nowhere do they thrive with such robust abandon than under my Lord Sheriff's nose.
I have just instituted harsher penalties.
Let me see the books.
I have barely instituted these measures. You can hardly expect to see an effect already. I am to magically transform the entire temperament of a kingdom, along with my own. Perhaps I can offer a prize. A new horse if you pay your taxes on time. Perhaps a tour of the bishop's castle. A good look at the bejeweled lump over there. That'll inspire you.
Talk ye to me thus, and yet the man lives, the man begs to be put to death. Here is my head, he says, but such is my patience, my understanding, that here the man stands, knowing he trod close to the river of death, and found the gentle bridge I laid out for him. The rest of your life, Sheriff, shall be your lesson, and my gift.
Hilton!
By my lord?
Fetch the books! I've given royal forces permission to perform on the spot executions, provided I get the heads.
Take the heads, keep the heads, make them into Can't you?
Oh, that's quite all right. To give me a chance to peruse them.
My lord,
My dear Rickon.
are you feeling all right, lord?
Of course I'm feeling all right. What is your business?
It's not good, my lord. One of the foresters is wounded.
Wounded? How?
Well, these two men and a woman, see, they were playing this game, and one of them wasn't really dead, see, but...
What?
Oh, well, they were hunting the king's deer. We tried to arrest them, but they got away.
Who are these people? I want names.
Well, Gamwell, he's the one who did our man, and the woman, a real corker, tried to tell us she was lady-in-waiting to Queen Eleanor.
Queen Eleanor, how could you let these... I'll issue a warrant on Will Gamble. You find out who the others are.
I'm told this Will Gamwell frequents the Blue Boar at Lincoln.
The Blue Boar Inn. That strikes a bell. Yes, the Blue Boar Inn is truly obstinate in their collections. Perhaps a visit to Lincoln is in order.
Make me a wealthy man, Sheriff, and I'll make you a baron.
Excuse me, good gentlemen. Why don't you hold on a moment there, and let me cross before you mount the bridge? There's a good lad. Excuse me, good gentlemen. Do you see what you're doing? Look at what you're doing. See, that's not quite what I had in mind. If you start your quick walk across, then I'll be forced to sit here on the other side and play witness to your lumbering progress. Now, ordinarily, I'd be all too happy to sit here and take a nap while you waddle along. But as it is, I'm heading to the Blue Boar Inn, hoping to find a certain lady there. And you know what they say about a lady in waiting. They don't. Yes. Well, if you don't mind. I'm out of few words, I see. Are you a man of action? Then go away. Go. Oh, I get it. Perhaps you're a poor, dumb fellow. Can you speak? Speak. Come on, little fellow. Are you deaf too? Is that it? Oh, you poor brute. Well, this is your lucky day, for Robin Hood has taken pity on you. And I'm digging deep in my pocket to come up with tuppence. Ooh, tuppence. Get the coin, fetch the coin, little fella, you bloody stupid oaf. I'm not deaf. I'm not dumb. I won't go and I spit on your tuppence. I see. Oh, thou mighty oaf. Oak, I meant to say. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? You won't back off the bridge? Was that a yes or a no? I'd much rather you step aside, little man. I've had quite enough sport for one day. Then how about a little archery? What are you going to do? Shoot me with your bow and arrow? Well, yes, I suppose I'll have to. Quite right, sport, nephew. Shoot a man with a bow and arrow who's armed only with a quarter staff. A what? Oh, you mean your little stick. Is that what that is? Yes. Fill it with your head. No, that's quite all right. Go ahead, I insist. all right, my poor adult friend. I suppose I can just shoot you. Never let it be said that Robin Hood is not a fair man. Wait here a moment. Should I sit down for a while? Coming slowly, big old thing. Ha! There. Now we can... Hold a moment here. Did you take a step forward? I didn't move an inch. Come on, you little elf. Tell the truth now. You did take a little step forward, didn't you? Call you me a liar? You? Call you me a liar, you? If you attack me the way you attack the King's English, I'd best be on my toes. I might know you speak the King's English, you bloody Norman. Norman! I've been stomach will make a fine laundry bag. Ha-ha! So that's your broken stuff. Well, I must say, you took your drubbing like a man. Yes, well, help me out then. Ha-ha! Hey! No!
A bit of a fall, didn't you, Robin?
Yes, I had a, well, thrashing's more like it, if you must know.
Up to the war.
Say, why don't you join us, friend? And let me buy you an ale. No man buys an ale for John Little of Mansfield. What's funny? Mansfield?
Oh, no. Little.
I'm Robin Hood of Locksley. That's my friend, Will
Scarlet. My name is Will Scarlet.
Well, I suppose all this gathering is what we have a proper thirst. Good. That's off then.
Little John.
Singing the month of ages, from my cards I stray, just as the dawning of the day I met a charming day. Just as the dawning of the day I met a charming day. To you, witness says I could take me to you now. The maid replied, kind sir, she cried, I've lost my spotted cow. The maid replied, kind sir, she cried, I've lost my spotted cow. No more complain, no longer work, cow has not lost my dear. I saw her down in yonder brook, come up, I'll show you where. I saw her down in yonder brook, come up, I'll show you where. Thank you very much.
A well-dressed soapman and they'll brilliantly dash your feet like ancient crowns.
Keep drinking much. You're starting to make sense.
Maybe you've had too much author flash. Boy, I mean, not too for my head, Azalea. Your shin bones, your cat gotcha. Onion it us. He's a princess, and he. Next to you, madam, I am the king of cows.
Let's slip away a bit, Ellen. I'll lay a tune.
Oh, no, no. We'll be married in a week, Alan. You can wait for that shit.
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I mean, no, that's not what I meant.
Father warned me about you traveling minstrels.
Well, I won't be traveling anymore.
Oh, Alan, why can't you get a real job? Like a miller or a tanner?
Oh, Ellen, why just a moment ago, a fellow was telling me pretty soon minstrels will be worth a fortune around here. Every lip dropping like gold from their lips.
Fellow? What fellow?
Good old fellow. Right there. Calls himself Lord Crook.
Oh, Alan, that's much the miller. He means well, but, well, he's given to...
Great imagination.
Yes.
Well, that's what you need, Ellen. Imagination. That's what gets you places. For instance, the bound landlords are raising their rents, right? That gives them more money for entertainment, right? And who do they hire for entertainment? Us, minstrels.
And who's that pays the rent in the first place?
Well, that's all right. With the extra work, we'll be able to pay off the increased rent.
Catherine, love, fetch some more bread, will ya?
Come on, I'm entertaining the customers.
Let me do that, and you pump the ale.
No, I wouldn't like that nearly as much, I think.
3 ales, Kate. I'm thirsty. Make it 4.
5,
6,
7.
8.
Sold! I concede. You won fair and square.
What would I win?
I don't know.
Looks like this fella's got a loose bowstring, Robin.
I am not, and I never profess to be one. I am Much, the miller.
Well, that's funny because it doesn't look like much to me.
Oh, Sir, think you be the first to make a jest upon my good name? By every Vulcan and Lincoln done that. You are evidently a simple man, but I am not.
You have put me in my place, fair lady.
Tell me, how long has he been in the wood?
Too long. You point the way back.
Get away from me, you poor man fellow, my horse makes no sense. See you mean? It is my horse. I'll let you turn up.
Call you me a horse? You? Call you me? Again, where does he get that?
Don't be ashamed of your horse. It's all right.
Here now, no horseplay in here.
All right, don't hurt him, Little John. He has to serve the drinks.
All right, everyone. More music out of there.
Prepare to receive the Lord High Sheriff of Nottingham.
Great hell. No, some rebels! It's Edom, the innkeeper!
I'm Edom.
I hereby arrest you for non-payment of back taxes.
We try to keep up. You keep raising them.
It's all right, love. We'll settle this.
No, I'll settle this. Your inn is to be confiscated in the name of the crown, and no proceeds thereof. And your punishment for evasion is death!
No!
Take him away! Leave her alone!
Eat him up! No!
That's what Edom did.
I, one man, but we are not one. We are many. And if we keep gathering more and stand together and work together, not a power in all of England can stop us.
Foolish, Robin. The most foolhardy idea by far. When do we start?
Now that's just the kind of talk I'm talking about.
Well, that's all it is so far. It's talk. Are you prepared to back up that talk with action? I, although this time not with a quarterstaff. I'm in.
Count me in, mate. What we got to lose?
Look, Franklin, let's set sail.
Aha!
Well, I mean, if you all are going to do it.
That's the spirit. What's your name, Squire?
Arthur Roland. I'm the tanner.
Good. We'll get you the sheriff's hide. You.
Let's skateboard.
Alan Adele.
I'm not.
We know.
Will Scarlet, Little John. That's Little John. And my name is Robin Hood.
Well, Robin Hood, you seem to be making the decisions around here. Where do we hold up?
He's right. The foresters will snatch us up and town will walk in.
Then we won't go into a town. We'll use the forest. Greenwood Glen, right here. We'll know every inch of it. We'll strike quick, like hawks, and then disappear to the brush.
I like this strike, Robin, but what does it mean?
It means we hurt the sheriff in his most sensitive area.
Not.
Yes! His pocketbook.
What? I believe.
Far from that, my friend. On the contrary, we're going to balance the books for it. We're going to distribute the king's wealth back to the poor people it came from.
Kind of a roundabout, isn't it?
That's right. We're going to complete the circle. First, we must enlist. A handful can't do it. Anyone we can trust, bring them back here. We meet at this tree.
They call it Sherwood King.
Sherwood King it is. Are you with me? Then I christen the lot of you, men and women of Greenwood.
Whenever I hear someone tripping lightly, I just assume it's you. My favorite mother. My least favorite son. What do you want? What do I want? Is that a way to greet a king? What do I want? What do you want? Oh, what a marvelous sense of humor you have, Mum. Dear Mum. Why, you're as bright and fresh as the flowers in your garden. How do you do it? Especially at your age. Wheat. I beg your pardon. It's not so much a question of planting flowers as it is destroying weeds. One negates the other. I see. If I didn't know you better, I thought we were talking about something other than gardening. Nonsense, John. It's all just weeding. Every now and then you get one tough little bugger who refuses to come up. Very well, I'll play. Whatever do you do then, Mother dear? Only one thing to do. Grab him right by the bulbs and yank. I think the gardening lesson is over. How quickly I tire of games. Oh, you think these to be games? I've got cards up my sleeve I haven't even thought of playing yet. You'd better quit while you're ahead. I've given the barons yet another tax increase. You know, I think they're starting to like me more and more each day. You could give them free counts and shine their pottery for them. But the loyalty they feel for me will only grow stronger. Something you don't seem to understand, John. No, I do not understand. Lionheart's dead, and you're about to be. My, what sentiment? Don't count on it, John. See here, Mother. What good can it possibly do you to avoid my invasion of France? Not me, John. This country. Another bloody war just so you can fill your coffer? Over my deceased corpse. Very well. Oh, I'm not going to kill you, Mother. The barons would never forgive me. You old sentimentalist. Yes, no,
I have something much more terribly subtle in mind. Something in the nature of a deal.
You have nothing to trade, Johnny.
Oh, haven't I? What about the life of Marian Harper, your favorite lady-in-waiting? Some might even say a friend. It seems she was involved in an injury of the royal forester while out hunting. Ah, that fiery temperament of hers. I wonder where she gets it. Of course, the Sheriff of Nottingham laughed at the idea that it was really her. I didn't have the heart to tell him that her favorite hobby is hunting buck, and that she wears lonely dress and buckskins, ideal for hunting in the woods. Of course, he could still find out. I'll be calling a meeting of the barons in 2 weeks. That should give you enough time to start writing a series of messages. Oh, what a good king am I, and wouldn't it be a marvelous idea to invade France, that sort of thing. I would start writing if I were you, before all this weeding starts to cramp your hands.
Have some more mutton, my good man. Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you, kind sir. And can I interest you in just a bit more Momsey? Momsey? Why, I thought you'd never ask. And bread, perhaps? How about some bread? Oh, yes, I'm with the spot. How polite of you, my bonny fellow. Not at all. We're our friends for. Well said, well said. Now, you simply must try the Momsey again. Oh, no, I couldn't. I insist. All right. Well, in that case, you, sir, should have some more mutton. Very well, if you say so. Of course I say so. And just to wash it down, don't tell me, let me guess. Some more Momsey, just a touch. All right, then, if you have another bite of mutton.
Thank you.
Don't mention it, I. What? Who's that spying upon you? You come out of there at once.
Good day, Friar. I meant no harm. Just thought the two of you might like some company.
Oh, now see here, rascal. My jesting is nothing to jest about. How dare you make sport of me behind my back?
Well, it is a rather ample back, Friar. Enough for two of you, I'd wager. And talking to yourself like that, well, I make it at least 4 of you.
Why, you brash scallywag. I'd say a lesson's in order for you.
All right, Father, all right. Henceforth, I shall never laugh at your sport. In fact, from now on, I shall take all your jests quite seriously. They're nothing to joke about, it's true. Why, I'd even say they're downright sad.
Yes.
Children weeping in the streets, women tearing their hair out.
Don't you forget it, Mark. Why, you're sporting me again, aren't you? You scurrilous little...
Oh, please, good father. I meant no harm. Why, I've been bitter ever since I lost the use of my legs.
You're... Sorry, fellow, I did not know.
Ah, that's all right. Don't take pity on me. I loathe pity, Father.
Yes, I'm sure you're used to it. What's your business here?
Alas, none but to leave this terrified wood as soon as possible. But crawling thus, my progress is most slow.
I can well imagine my worm-like friend. Perhaps I could be of service.
Oh, would you? I'd be ever so grateful. Do you think you could, dare I say it, carry me through the wood?
I'm sure it's for the lesson.
You're sure? I mean, all that food won't explode or anything, will it?
No, the food won't explode. I'm well contained.
Well packed, yes. Like an entire winter storehouse for a family of 700. You are indeed.
Well, best time on my back now, Sarah.
An expanse, I perceive it. As wide as the great Ottoman Empire itself.
You do flatter me, sir, you do.
Not at all. Your girth knows no justice. Nothing in the known world I can compare it to. Except maybe the known world. Why have we stopped? woods are still thick around us, although how they seek to surround you is certainly one of the mysteries of nature. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Surely I've winded you. No small task, judging the amount of wind you could hold.
Perhaps you could hold yours so we to the wood's edge.
Oh, I don't mind. Never have lost for words, that's me. You know, the way you are, with food.
Bless my soul, a gold sovereign!
Where?
Right here, you down!
Ow!
Ready for a trouncing, my woodland witch?
Rather give you one, my gluttonous friar. Ha! Not bad, your worship. Learn that in the monastery?
No, from very little sinners like you heathen scoundrel.
Spoken like a miracle.
More so than you expected, eh, ragamuffin?
The better to fall. All right, Father, all right. I don't want to hurt you anymore.
I don't want to hurt you anymore either. Something tells me I've come to the right place. If this isn't the camp of Robin Hood,
It's the camp, and I'm the man.
you're him I should have known.
Welcome to Sherwood, Friar.
Touch the name.
Tuck. Ah, tuck it away.
Interesting. Well, I've come to join your merry band. If there's enough room for a man of the cloth.
Oh, there's room for the cloth. I don't know about the man.
If there's room enough for a Galligantua, there's room enough for me.
Oh, Friar, we can just make the pass wider. Ooh.
Easily. I'll just grab you by your ankles and use you as a plow.
You just tried it.
You lost.
I know. All right, lads. Show the good friar how we work. What have you got? Alan.
Our lords and ladies were kind enough to part with some silver bracelets.
How thoughtful. Man.
A wealthy captain insisted we have his gold chain.
Oh, he shouldn't have. Father.
This little landowner is tiring of carrying this heavy bag of coin around.
Oh, you helped a stranger. Makes me proud to be your leader. Little John, a couple of jeweled alleys asked if I'd care to make a contribution. I said no. Would you?
Well said for my benefit, sir.
Well,
A couple of sovereigns.
much.
Little.
All right. He's trying. Carry on much. You'll come up with something sooner or later.
Later would be my guess.
Good Master Robin, if I steal from one of us, take from the poor to give to the poor, does that count?
It kind of defeats the purpose, lad, if you know what I mean.
Then I must search elsewhere for something to bring back. To the Orient, perhaps, to the land of Prester John.
Robin, the Prioress of Kirklees.
Greetings, good cousin.
And to you, good cousin.
That's Robin's cousin.
I gather.
How was your journey here?
Without Milton and their happy report, they tell me there are bandits in these woods. I incline to disagree. At least, they've never bothered me.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, good Prioress. Men, some food and wine for my cousin?
Oh, I can't stay long, Robin. My duties are most time-consuming, especially in these trying times. Lately, I've had to cut back, even at the Priory, and that pains me deeply. Helping the poor is all I have in this world. Why, if it weren't for you...
We do our best, good cousin.
Yes, you always did. Even when we were children. And you remember how terribly poor we were then.
Like it was yesterday.
Now, well, I still feel poor, in a way. Scraping to get by, avoiding the new taxes, playing political games with the bishop on one hand and the barons on the other. How I long for simpler times.
Well, we all do. But it's never simple. No matter what we change, we always Long for better, I suppose.
Well, I got to be on my way. The people are waiting.
And they won't be disappointed. Alan?
Much thanks as always. I notice you have a holy man in your midst. I'm very pleased to see that, Robin. Good day.
Fare you well, cousin.
What does she do with the booty, Robin? Oh, she drinks ale and makes merry.
She distributes to the poor part of what we take.
Aye, under the sheriff's very nose, too.
Traitors coming! Break the camp! All right, Monties! Don't leave a trace! Let's go!
I'm not saying that you injured a royal forester, my dear, but the fact that you were there can implicate you.
Oh, but you talk as if I know this Robin Hood or something. Really, we only met once, and that under the most unfavorable of circumstances. Why, I don't even like him. You wouldn't either. He's brash and arrogant and rude and unscrupulous.
Don't forget the horns and tails.
He tried to make my acquaintance under the most absurd ruse.
He must have been desperate to meet you.
Desperate is the word. Ridiculous is even better.
You saw through it.
Oh, a sight of me could see through it. Although I'm sure the village maiden is quite thrilled by that sort of show.
Nonetheless, he gained quite a reputation for himself. I've heard the sheriff is particularly displeased.
Perhaps. It's nothing to do with me.
I wish that were so, but the fact now stands that if I don't comply with the king's wishes, he'll have you arrested and put to death.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I've put you in grave difficulty.
It wasn't your doing.
Please, let me take to hiding. To the woods even, I can survive. Don't let him hold my life above your head.
Marion, I don't know.
It's the only way. Why, we're deep in Sherwood now. I'll stay here.
Alone, in the woods. Really, darling, are you sure that's absolutely safe?
Look, it's just me and Mother Nature. I'll hunt and fish. There's not a soul around for miles.
Good afternoon, gentlewomen. We mean you no harm.
But since you all look glad to just a cut above the rest, we're going to have to relieve you of some possessions, as it were.
Spread it around.
So to speak.
If you please.
Don't worry, ladies. Maybe you'll become poor and then we'll give you all sorts of things.
Now, there's no reason for that. No reason at all. I give you my word, no harm will come to either.
You're not going to harm us?
Not at all.
Your word.
My word.
Good. Let's go.
Now, hold on just a second.
What's the point? You're not going to harm us. You've given us your word. We might as well just go now. What's to stop us? What's keeping us here if not fear of harm?
Alan, smartest. Alan, believe you 15, will you?
Well, what can I do? He gave us word.
Why'd you have to go and do that, Little John? Give you word.
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. It's not like I was going to harm them, you know.
Will you shut up? Don't keep reassuring him. You only make it worse.
Losing our credibility as outlaws.
How you people got by the fun is beyond me.
Now, don't you start, Friar. What's another you today?
Well, someone better stop. Listen, ladies, either you give us your possessions or we surround you in a big clump and you'll never leave the woods.
You can do that all by yourself.
Fine. Fine. You do it, I'll hack my way through with 3 feet of well-tempered steel.
Wait, me? No.
Get out!
Well, wait a minute, miss. That's already seems fair. We promised not to hurt you.
Yes, you did, didn't you? But I didn't.
Robin!
Welcome to Sherwood, ladies.
There he is.
Oh, it's you. How nice. I was hoping to talk to you again sometime.
It's your lucky day.
Same attitude. That's what I love about you. Men and women of Sherwood, may I present Marian Harper, lady-in-waiting to Queen Eleanor. And bless my soul. Why, this must be none other than Her Majesty Queen Eleanor herself.
Your Majesty, he doesn't believe you.
Well, who would? wandering around out here, I hardly blame them.
What a wonderful spirit of fun you both have. Come, you must join us, both of you. Refreshments for everyone.
Thanks, but we'd really rather
No,
not.
let's stay. I'd rather enjoy seeing the life of an outlaw. Now tell me, do you really give your spoils to the poor?
All but what little we need for our own survival.
Yes, mere pennies, I'm sure. How humble of you.
You could stand a little of that yourself, my lady. Look around you. Where are the riches, the fineries?
Hidden from our eyes, I'm sure.
You're a stubborn little... Would you like some wine?
No, thank you.
It's quite good.
Please, Your Majesty, let's go.
You don't give up, do you? Oh, I do love a woman who enjoys a good jest. Know what you really do? No, wait, don't tell me. Let me guess. Tinker's wife? Pastry maker? Embroiderer?
Executioner?
Oh! What's the matter, Will?
I've never seen her outside of London before.
Who?
Queen Eleanor.
Ah. Oh!
Yes, I did see her once. I was...
Forgive us, Your Majesty. We didn't. We couldn't have...
Off with their heads!
Sorry. Please rise, you outlaws. I've never cared for the sudden attention everyone pays to the ground.
Our humbleness
It's
departs.
all right. You probably don't get many queens through these parts.
Quite a few actually about 4 days. Plus a few kings of just as I've done
Your Majesty, it is indeed an honor, even though I myself knew this very man. Allow me to show you about the camp.
Why, thank you. I most enjoy seeing the operation of the bandits.
Oh, that would probably prefer me, Your Majesty.
She prefer me, laptop.
You just come here.
Yet I've learned so much.
Tell me, outlaw, does that bow serve a purpose, or is it just decoration?
It serves a purpose. Quite a few, in fact.
That would imply the user has some skill?
It does, it does. Are you familiar with this skill?
A sight more than you'll ever be, Squire. Unfortunately, I neglected to bring my bow.
Oh, miss. Well, you are not there. We just happen to have some extras.
Very well, Master Hood. If only to put you in your place. I owe you a drubbing.
Oh, madam, I accept with all my heart.
Oh, no, you don't. That'd be all I need. You fall and get yourself hurt or killed. How about for me? Huh? I hadn't considered that, to be honest with you. Ugh. I can't figure you. Chance of a lifetime for a good-for-nothing little serf, and you don't even realize it. If you'd asked me, I'd have married him like that. Be my guest. Go ahead. Take him away. Sweep him off his feet. You have my blessing.
Hilton, you may go. Your disposition doesn't seem to be improving. I've spoken to your parents, and they've given us permission to wed.
No, they didn't.
Well, I don't need their permission. I'm the sheriff.
Upholder of the law.
Well, what do you want me to do? Will you?
Oh, please don't do that. Please spare me a little.
Frankly, I wouldn't know how to.
Frankly, I'm not surprised.
But I appreciate that, by the way.
My, but you do.
Let me go!
You have a sharp tongue for a little ragamuffin who I had the generosity of dragging up from the mire.
You had me keep it!
Oh, you see what you made me do? It's better improved. That's all I can say. When we're married, your attitude had better change. Or I really will visit your parents. And it won't be so much as asking for your hand, it'll be removing theirs. Hilton! Take her!
The bishop, my lord. Made in heaven.
There are more important things.
I know.
Robin Hood. All I hear is Robin Hood.
He's becoming more famous than King John.
Robs from the rich so he can give to the poor. What kind of nonsense is that? Doesn't he know I'm only going to take it away? Hasn't he heard of taxes? Idiots! If this absurd recycling of funds continues, I might as well burn the bloody books.
Well, it's sort of clever if you think about it. Amusing little serfs. It seems like they're always up to something.
Oh, Hereford, I'm glad you can take this so lightly. Have you forgotten the taxes go to your churches too?
Of course not. I never forget money. I just don't worry about it. That's the difference between you and me. You agonize and bang your head. I'll continue to spout pleasantry and good humor.
And in doing so, providing none of the valuable ally you're supposed to be.
There they go, those horrid babes.
Bishop!
Now it just so happens I've given the matter some thought. And if you calm down, I just might tell you about it.
Risky, will give brilliance.
Gladly. Now it seems to me that if we deprive the dragon of its head, it will cease to breathe fire and smoke. And, as I have always said, to catch a thief, it takes a thief.
Have you?
It just so happens in my native Hampshire, there is a bold and murderous outlaw of great renown, of equal cunning and notoriety to this, Robin Hood. He's done me many a favor in the past, for the right price.
And what might that be?
£200 should attract his interest.
It had better do more than just attract his interest. I would expect nothing less than Robin's head on a pole.
I find this preoccupation with the human bonnets disgusting, to say the least. I shan't be here for the delivery, I promise you.
Tell this brigand we'll pay him half now, half upon completion of his task.
I'm sure he'll be agreeable. You'll find him a strange sort of fellow, as feared by the people of my region as Robin is loved by his. He wears the hide of a horse. He believes it gives him power.
He can wear daisies and a dunce cap for all I care, just as long as he gets the job done. What's his name?
Guy of Gisborne.
Good morning to you, when I said, "Oh, good morning to you now." The maid replied, and she cried, "I lost my spotted cow. No longer weep, no longer mourn. Your cow is not lost, my dear." You're no cow. Identify yourself. Animal, if you're that valiant as I perceive you are. A wolf. A bear. You're not a fish unless fish have fur and rabbits from the sea.
Hello, little fellow. Say, did I scare you? I didn't mean to do that.
You can talk.
Talk? Well, of course I can talk. Can you?
I thought you might be a bear first.
Okay, imagine a bear talking. I'm a horse.
You are a horse. I'm certain believed in that.
So am I.
We and my friends see you. I never put anything back to camp. But now,
Friends? Camp? Well, what can this mean, little neighbor?
I'm not supposed to tell you about that. Unless you're alright. Do you think you're alright?
Oh, I'm more than all right. I'm looking for the camp of Robin Hood. Have you heard tales of him, little man?
Oh, I may have in one form or another.
Aye, in many such forms he takes. I've heard tell that Robin is one-eyed with skin like bark one day, and a gold-spin cat the next. And his men could fly through the forest on wings of silk, who live in the dark of mighty caves, drinking blood by the light of the moon.
This all says some strange notions.
Oh, methinks not, little. What's your name?
Much.
Much? Well, I'm not fain to have seen it for myself. To not believe the tales I've heard. You get it? Horses' tails. 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 Tails!
Tails!
Exactly.
not being quiet.
Then why are you talking?
I suppose this is how you wait for unsuspecting maidens.
Well, I don't usually shoot them with a bow and arrow, but yes, this is the general approach.
And he's proud of it. Truly unbelievable.
Well now, I don't always use the rescue, of course.
The rescue? You mean you have a name for it, like it's a form of dumb show?
Well, it is. It's entertaining, isn't it?
Well, it is dumb.
Yes. Here now, if it's so dumb, then how is it my lady-in-waiting happened to fall for it?
Fall for it? I did nothing of the kind, and I'm not your lady.
Oh, thank God for small blessings.
I saw right through that childish ploy from the start.
Ha! You ate it up like money.
Oh, really? What an imagination. Not to mention an insufferable ego to match that of King John.
Here, now watch that tongue.
Why? Will you put an arrow for me?
I gotta put one through that deer, but you just scared it off.
What deer? I don't see any deer.
Gone a mile now. You scared the antlers off of it.
Scared the antlers off you, more like.
No, it wasn't the antlers. Here, listen. Now we got to reel.
Reed, how bold will you take me, sir, Dave?
Any way you'd like me to, my lady.
You call this a road? This is not a road. Oh God, it's more like the bottom of a river or something. Can't you clear this stuff out of my way? These branches and twigs, like the infernal tendrils of hell reaching up to drag me down, to deprive the gentle earth of this abundance of
I thought
hope.
you wanted a shortcut.
What I wanted was for you to fix the wheel of our coach.
I could have lived it by myself, could I? Your Grace, perhaps if you let me back
Lend
to the
my
house.
back. How disarmingly funny you are, poor Forster. Why, I haven't lent my back to anything since climbing on a swing as a child. Actually, I was helped up. Are you sure this is the right way to Sheriff's Castle?
Aye, my lord.
It is most inconvenient. Why can't he visit Hereford once in a while?
I'm sure I can't imagine, my lord.
Yes, I'm sure you can't. Oh God, I'm certain my death is imminent. Even now I can feel its cold, icy hands upon my brow. Come with me! Come with me, it's saying. I might as well walk with my own head in my hands and offer it to the highest bidder.
Your Grace should try to keep a lid on.
Oh, ha ha, very funny. Stop trying to cheer me up, it won't work. You'd do better to kill me with your own sword before somebody else does.
Is that an order?
Of course that's not an order, you ninny.
Good thing I didn't carry it out then, isn't it?
Good thing for your sake. Why, if you understood what a figure of speech is, well then I suppose you wouldn't be a forester then, now would you?
No. I'd be a bishop.
Oh, shut up! Shut up and let me die free of levity. Once the soil gently drums the lid of my coffin, then you may jest all you want.
Thank you, my lord.
Are you sure this is the right way? Oh, I can't stand this. I know I shall die of heart attack long before the bandits find me. That's some consolation at least. Promise me you won't let them desecrate my person.
Oi, I'll threaten them, my lord. I'll handle them. Come along.
Oh, sorry, Your Grace, I did not mean to start for you.
A minion of Beelzebub.
Hey, you, what's your business there?
My business. Oh, I know, pies.
What?
Any fine pies today?
No, we don't have any pies. What would a bishop be doing with pies?
No. I'm selling the pies. Listen. Pies? Who is going to buy my fine pies today? Pies.
Get out of the way. We don't want your fine pies. Where do you keep them anyway? In your pockets? Let's go.
What's the trouble here?
We're trying to pass, but this pie salesman won't let us.
Oh no, not the pie mannequin. He's always doing this.
Really? It's annoying.
Certainly is. Now see then, you. That's a full-fledged bishop. Do you know your block?
buy my pies today.
All right, break this up now. What's going on here?
The pie man's annoying everyone because we won't buy his pies.
Doesn't seem right at all, does it?
Well, instead of talking, why don't you help me move them?
Being cheeky about it.
He didn't mean it. Would you help?
Here now, I'm trying to pass. Do you mind?
Well, we all mind, but it won't do any good.
Who is going to buy my pies today?
Perhaps if one of you won't want to run him.
You are one. You look like you have the practice.
Did you hear what he said to me? I'm sorry, I haven't kept track, my lord. Not another one. What's all this noise here? You're stabbing the wood. There's no one left in the woods. What goes on here?
We're trying to move the pie man.
Who are you pushing? Don't push the pie, man.
Kill the pie man. Who are all of these people? And divide the pie man in two. Look between them. I had no idea this forest was so busy.
Reason with the pie man. You'll understand that.
They'll have to make the road much wider at this spot.
Look, all I wish in life is to sell my good pies.
Why didn't you say so?
I'll buy a pie.
I like the pie very much.
I'd like two pies.
What is this? This is too confusing. Wait, are you all in this together? Is this a trick to get me to buy a pie? All right. Let me have a pie. Let me have all of your pies, please.
If you run away really fast, I will rip your ankles off.
Fair enough.
may I present my cousin, the Prioress of Kirklees.
John, now, if it's all right with you, Robin, I better take my charity and leave. It was a trying journey.
Yes, of course.
The booty really is distributed to the poor? What a thing to say. Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, this lady had her doubts, but I'm sure you've more than convinced her, Prioress.
Oh, I suppose.
Show me your faith, there's nothing in your favor. A little time I'll give to you, 6 months or 2 hard labor.
With me,
Hip for the day, with me.
hip for the day.
With me, hip for the day, for the day, dear.
At 6 o'clock, the screws come in.
A bunch of keys always have.
Step up, my lad, step up. It's a...
Interrupt the boots of breakfast time.
You're off key.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ols. I never professed to be the singing ability of a four-legged animal.
Well, who would? Tell me more of this Robin Hood. It must be a right here camp to live in.
I think it is good, my Ols.
Fame?
I think it is.
Fame, fame, fame. Why off fame? Strike that word for like never thus utter again.
Hey,
Strike, I say. Rid yourself of such frills and humbuggery. Strike.
I don't distract, will I?
Ah, good. Now, where exactly is this happy camp?
Camp, my Ols. What camp?
By the bandits' camp.
Bandits, my Ols. What bandits?
Robin Hood, give to the rich, steal from the poor. Where's the bloody camp? The camp of Robin Hood. You know the one I mean.
I think...
Strike!
I mean, I think so. It's yonder about 2 miles, follow the stream upland. You come to Greenwood Glen. There's a stone of open beach. That's the camp. Who else? Art thou mad at me?
You, mad at you, my good little friend? Of course not.
Oh.
I'm just anxious.
Because in my experience, I never did meet a horse that was mad.
Oh?
Aye, how level-headed and even-tempered they are. They're the gentlest animals in the world.
So I am. So I am.
No, you're not. You're mad as a hatter, and I fain wonder if I'm mad too for telling you what I've done.
Now Saturday's come, I'm sorry to say.
For Sunday is starvation day.
Our hobnailed boots and our tin cups too.
They are not shined and they will not.
They wore the hides of large animals, I swear. Some of them still had the entrails left inside. So foul was their stench. Many of the bandits had eyes removed and teeth missing, with fingernails like long claws scraping on the ground. As they tortured me, they laughed like banshees and feasted upon my insects.
No small children.
Do you want to hear the tale of my exploits or not?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Good. One of them was a giant, an ogre who caused rock slides whenever he spoke.
Rock slide.
Yes, another was a false holy man, a man from the caves of Satan himself. An immensely fat and disgusting person, I assure you.
Yes, I can almost see him now.
What? Yes, well, after torturing me for hours, they finally decided to end their orgy of pleasure by hanging me. An act I was sure would bring me instant relief, but even this solace was not allowed to me. Such was their state of poverty and disarray that the rope was quite old and in quality. It snapped clean away.
Perhaps the strain was too much.
Oh, it was a cheap rope.
Yet they didn't try again. Why?
Well, it was obvious. They had no more rope.
Then why didn't they try a different method?
Great cavities in their heads revealed that many of their brains had been removed. By habit or accident, I could not tell.
Their brains
wanted to kill you, they would have. Don't you understand? They only wanted to scare you, to show they're not afraid of us.
I escaped through God's will.
God hasn't listened to you for decades.
I can see that further conversation is futile. I have related my adventure, and that is that. These monsters must be stopped at all costs, especially this loathsome Robin Hood.
And what was he like?
I was not impressed by his bearing, his manner of speech. I was not impressed.
And when do we hear from this guy of Gisborne?
But shortly, I expect. Looks like a cooking pot. He cannot be watched.
Shut up!
My lord, Guy of Gisborne.
I think I hear the pot whistling now. Send him in. You may go. Not you, Gisborne! Are you sure about this?
He's eccentric.
Thank your majesty, most gracious.
I am not your majesty.
And whose majesty are you?
200 pounds? 200 pounds for a clown? For a court jester in a horse's costume?
Oh, majesty, your little words sting me.
Someone, remove this pathetic wretch from my sight!
Wretch, jester, clown, no one talks to me like that. And this is not a costume. This is the hide of a horse, tough as armor but lighter still, through which the strength of the horse passes through me. I have slain 30 men, but Robin Hood will be one more. And in you doubt, oppose me now.
If you ever touch me again, your head will leave your shoulder so fast, you'll be able to watch it hit the ground. Once this job is complete, you'll never step foot in Nottingham again. Is that clear?
Clear, 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 and mostly clear, your majesty.
I am not! What progress have you made?
That of which best have I made. The location of the campsite I have in my hand.
And where is this camp?
Oh, why think not? Have an armed force go in there and scatter the lot? 100 muddy the water which one man treads clearly? And besides, that is not the arraignment. It's a head go beginning and not a drawn mouth.
Very well.
200 now, and another 200 when I deliver.
You're holding me up. You're holding me up for more.
Now that I have the location, yes.
What's your view as Robin Hood? I can no longer tell.
Come, lordship, I know what this man means to you both. I heard they robbed some fat bishop just the other day, and believe me, you should have seen Hereford blubber and sweat when she commissioned me. What a sight.
I was only trying to pique his interest.
Take this deposition to my attendant.
Thank you, your majesty, most gracious Lord, and all the earth which more sovereign of the realm of darkness.
That is the last time you ever buy voices for me.
Oh, I see.
Now, quiet. Are there any warrants pending on Guy of Gisborne?
I usually just tear them up. The sheriff Pep is a friend of mine, and believe me, warrants for Gisborne come about as frequently as rain. As a matter of fact, now that I think of it, having it been a rather dry season, at least in Hereford.
Hold the next one you get and have it delivered to me. When Gisborne hands me Robin's head, I'll hand him his own.
Oh, that's what I like about you. You have a marvelous sense of fair play.
And now for our surprise guest. Send her in! Thank you for waiting, Prioress.
What is this about, Lord Sheriff?
You know full well what this is about, my dear.
Come. You were in the bandits' camp, were you not?
I see no reason to deny it. It is God's will I was born Robin Hood's cousin, and no doing of my own.
Cousin. Now that's an interesting shade of color. If ever there's a threat to your retaining the prior at Hercules, I would say it was blood ties to a murderous outlaw.
Murderous. You know he's not.
No, not when it's royal forester.
Not when it's self-defense.
Oh, please. I didn't bring you here to discuss legalities. The situation is plain. You're doling out stolen money given to you by Robin Hood. Enough to pack you away from the party and stop you in prison for good. Unless, of course,
Unless what?
you see, Lord Bishop, she's eager for a chance to make good. I knew you had some in you. You are to report to me Robin Hood's every move. I want to know exactly what these outlaws are doing. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
You complied very quickly. Have I performed you so soon? I warn you, you tried any tricks.
Oh, no, my lord. You haven't performed me. The donations from Robin Hood, I keep half that money for myself. You see, I'm not as strong as my cousin. And in these sad times with our servant, King John,
Take care.
draining the kingdom dry, the only way I could keep the priory going was through a little thievery of my own. No, you haven't reformed me. I was at your level to begin with.
Play 17 come Sunday.
That was 17 on Sunday.
Play it again.
Too bad much ain't here for this.
Well, where is Much? Ain't seen him for days.
Yeah, his drawbridge only goes halfway anyways.
Well, at least he's got a drawbridge.
Well, I wouldn't need a drawbridge if I had a big moat like you've got.
Why do you need a moat when your walls are so low anyways? What are you two talking about?
Castles.
Two things. First, there's a man approaching from the north, and right for us.
What man?
Never seen him before.
Break camp robbing? No. Let's see who he is. What's the other thing, Arthur?
I can't really my sir. The Yankees such an aid.
We'll be fine.
Alan, keep playing. Everyone else, be merry.
I walked a mighty way today to peep in a fairy dell, to watch the little gnomes that play and watch them work at bow. A cheery good evening to all lads and lasses. Never expected to find lasses in a den of robbers and thieves. Now tell me, which one of you is Robin Hood?
Robert who?
No, he said Robin Hood. You know.
Oh, yes. He's that famous outlaw, isn't he? Oh, I've heard some smashing things about him.
I'm afraid you have us mistaken, good sir. I am Friar Token. This is my flock. We were just out having a midnight mass.
I am a little friend, come to eat British soil from a bowl. Is King John about?
He's a jolly one. You're a jolly one, aren't you?
Yes. Well, I suppose we might as well tell you the truth. It's plain no wrong to us.
Yes, sir.
We're not here for a midnight mass. We're a band of traveling gypsies. Play, Alan.
Well, what good luck. I am a gypsy too.
You're a very strange gypsy, aren't you?
Much was right. He told me you like a good jest.
Much who?
Much what?
How much? I mean, who is this much fellow?
All right, gentlefolk, play your game. I will not crack your parapets.
That's a relief.
I know how risky it is being an outlaw. And all of Hereford tribe presents here is Guy of Gisborne.
Oh, yes, steals from the rich so he can steal from the poor. Is that it?
No, pure fancy, sir. Rumors and mythological interpretations. When you get famous from mouths in the countryside feel they have their way with you. Saddens me sometimes it does. Good brother Robbie gleans the good news for poor Guy of Gisborne gleans the bad. Maybe if I were prettier.
It's so sad.
We never turn away a good man. Stay the night and sup with us, Gisborne.
You are kind, good sir.
Tell us, good fellow, what means that hide you're wearing?
This is the hide of a horse. Its strength passed through.
Interesting. Little John's got the head of an ox and we don't know what passes through him.
I assure you, good people, the power of the horse is nothing to jest about.
something at least.
Well, I don't know that I particularly want to say it.
Oh, why not?
Well, for one thing, the sole purpose seems to be to assuage your massive ego.
I think it's rather your ego that's at stake, don't you? When someone can't do a simple thing, like admit they made a harsh, irrational judgment on another human being.
How can you say that? Especially in light of what's happened. I should think after last night.
Now, wait a minute here. Don't try and buy off my feelings.
What does that mean? What are you talking about?
Well, it's obvious. I'm just trying to separate work and pleasure. I know you respect me in one area. It's the other I'm concerned with.
You mean I respect your pleasure, but I don't respect your work?
It sounds foolish now, of course,
I'm glad we agree.
but you know full well what I mean.
No, I do not, Robin. I do not separate a person from what they do. In this world, you're as good as your deeds, and I wouldn't have... You know, if I didn't think, well, of you.
Oh, that was well put. You left out more words than you put in.
I was wrong about you, Robin. I was wrong about you, Robin Hood. Takes from the rich so he can give to the poor. Ballads will be sung, and banners will be raised, and foods will be named after you. Children will look up, and the sheriff will look down, but you will always look straight and true. Long live your name, and may all your offspring be giants! Have I left anything out? Was that what you wanted to hear?
Yes, I think that rather does it.
You're such a Saxon.
What did you mean, Saxon?
I'm sorry, gentlefolk. It seems I've made the first mistake of a wandering woodsman. Never come upon a lad and his lass. Unless, of course, the lad's not around.
What can we do for you, guy?
Oh, nothing really. I'm an early riser, especially when sitting in a strange camp. You know how that is. Someone else's camp, someone else's rocks. They should restless, I suppose. I'll probably just hunt for some breakfast. Aye, that sounds like a hearty, robust idea. Hunt for breakfast. The fresh scent of blood and meat. Man needs to kill, I suppose, doesn't he, Robin?
I never said my name was Robin, friend, you did.
What is your name?
I never did say.
Never did say, huh? That's a fair bonny lass you got there. Is she highborn? She looks highborn.
Lowborn. Born in a pond.
In a pond, and I thought you were a real fairy princess. Never met a real fairy princess before. What I'd like to know is how hard is Robin's head? From crackling an acorn or a walnut?
Sarah, Mary! Run! Are you all right?
Yes, you.
I'm all right.
Me too.
What are you two doing here?
No, the question is, what are you doing here?
Aye, Robin, why so secretive?
If I'm secretive, don't you suppose I might have a reason?
Yes, we just figured it might not be a good one.
All right. It's my cousin. She's in deep trouble. The sheriff and the bishop have found out what she's been doing. They know we're related. They're threatening her with prison if she doesn't comply with their wishes. Poor thing's frightened to death. She sent me a message to meet her here at Titus Grove. Right now she doesn't trust anyone but me. That's why I have come alone.
All right. So what are we going to do?
You're going back. That's what you're going to do.
Now wait a minute, Robbie, you big bloody hero.
She'll panic if she sees any more than me. Now off with you, the both of you.
But what if we...
You heard him, Will. He's got to go it alone. You know how he's always right.
Yes, annoying, isn't it? Cousin!
Robin, I'm so glad you came.
You've nothing to fear, cousin. I'll protect you. I give you my word. The chef and his men will not harm you.
Yes, I fear you're right. You will protect me. I'm sorry, Robin. Survival has never been an easy thing. As I told you, difficult times...
Come, Iris. Let's not dip an otherwise triumphant occasion with maudlin sentiment and half-hearted excuses. You betrayed him, and now he will die.
I have done what I have done. Listening to you was not part of the bargain.
Careful now, Iris. I can still change my mind. So the very friend of Sherwood himself. I'm glad we finally got to meet. I hope it's as great a pleasure for you as it is for me.
Only if you run yourself through with a sword a number of times, Lord Sheriff. Ah!
So bold the outlaw, so arrogant. That will soon change.
Don't worry, Robin. Help is fast approaching. You Norman swine! You jackals and pomegranates! You deceptive deceivers of deception! Such rude manner! Such trickery! Such vertigo! Oh, I am heading to the brink of battle.
You are heavy with the butts of Momsey. You illiterate little hobo. You pathetic little tramp. You have challenged the finest husband in all the kingdom. A poor choice for practice bout.
I won't need to practice where I'm going. Wait, no, you should say that to me. I won't need practice to carve you up, you talking lump of cheese.
Oh.
You loosely strung vegetable puppet.
Keep spouting that nonsense, Ragamuffin. It complements your dueling style.
You haven't seen my dueling style. I don't have a dueling style.
Will, run off! It's no good!
He who fights and runs away will not get a chance like this again.
Bravely spoken.
A glorious end. Too bad Robin couldn't have seen it.
If he was as quick with the sword as he was with his tongue, I might have had a match on my hands.
You will regret what you have done this day.
Until the most fearful times. Take her away!
Mother! Oh, Mother! Looking for a good tree, John. Oh, I'd hardly classify you as a tree. Old, perhaps, but not a tree. And it is you I'm looking for. How interesting, seeing as I was looking for you this very same time. Oh, most delightful of coincidences. You know, I am constantly enchanted by life's little organizations, like we are all players in the grand cast of some marvelous mystery play. You, the aged Queen Mother, ever watchful of her favorite son's fortune. Me, the beneficent young potentate, gazing out over a sea of sublime worshippers, his brow deeply furrowed with concern for their well-being, even as his eyes twinkled with the love that only a shepherd can feel for his helpless flock. His face shining down on
and give thanks. Just to be alive in this realm. Thank you, King John. Thank you, they say. Thank you for being our king.
Are you sure this is a mystery play and not a farce? Oh, mother, you do jest well. Why, absolutely nothing can light the rays of this smiling sun today. Nothing. Let's try, shall we? Whatever do you mean, my dearest giver of life? I trust this has nothing to do with your persuasion of the barons. We have agreements there, and understanding. Have some clouds passed in front of the sun? Or is this a total eclipse? What could you be saying? Has something changed that I should know about? You, the sun that sees all? I can't imagine. I would have thought the news traveled to you faster than a fleet of fishwives. Pray, what news? That maid Marion Harper has been arrested for complicity with Robin Hood, and they're to be executed on the sheriff's wedding day, if you believe that.
What? No.
Yes, your light is dimming, O luminous one.
Why, that can't be. It's a mistake. Just a mistake, I assure you.
Then I suggest His Highness corrects it.
Yes, I will. I'll go at once, rest assured.
I don't think I will. I think I'll go with you.
Oh, yes, quite. I'm sure the sheriff will be honored.
He'll quiver in his breeches and you know it. Come, let's away. Now tell me, what do you think is best to wear to a wedding execution combination?
Well, I don't know, really. I don't have that.
I suppose black. Or maybe red, for blood.
But this isn't working. It's just not working. I don't know if the baronet is worth putting up with the likes of you. I assume a simple rustic farm girl would present few problems. Simple. Ah! Nothing pleases you. Nothing placates you. You're stupid. You're stubborn. You're pig-headed. I wonder if I've not done this Alan Adele a favor. The idea of doing anything before our bandit of Sherwood causes me utter loathing at the very thought. I've got a good mind to give you back. That'd show them. But I won't. I'll break you yet, if I have to use stern measures.
What is it that you want of me?
I did want your love, your respect. But I'll settle for your obedience. You'll soon learn you'll see the Lord High Sheriff in the grandest of moods. Are you prepared for the worst?
I marry you, aren't I? I have no children. What more must I do?
For starters, you could smile to anyone, to everyone. A polite, warm, friendly, unpretentious smile, especially to King John.
You smile at him, blow a kiss be blind. I don't feel like it. That's all you really care about, isn't it? Your royal acceptance. A farm girl, a commoner that you made decent to parade before the court like a puppet. A simple, wholesome baroness to your newly appointed baron. Well, your titles and your gold and your powers only make me dirty. Do what you want. I will never smile at Black John.
If I promise not to hunt down Alan Adele and hang him by the neck, will you smile at King John then, my dear?
His Royal Majesty.
I'd hate to break up this tender, romantic moment. It's mother. How dare you! How dare you hold Queen Eleanor's favorite lady-in-waiting, Maran Harper, here against her will? How could I have done such a thing? I don't know. Perhaps you have taken leave of your senses. Perhaps I have. I should have your job. I wish you did. I demand you release her at once. Do you hear me? Fairly well. I demand it. Very well, your royal leash. I should deliver this poor wretch to her highness's custody. However could I have done such a thing? 1,000 pardons to both your majesties and any other majesty I may have offended with this outrageous and unforgivable behavior. I only wish I may live 1,000 years, so I may repay this debt 2,000 times over, provided you live so long as to collect it. Yes, sure, that will do.
A sad tragic and beautiful play. Now that we've wept, where is she?
My attendants will release Mary Harper into your Highness's custody. Milton,
Yes, my lord.
release Mary Harper to the Queen's royal custody.
Oh, aye, my lord. This way, your majesty.
Played that a bit thick, don't you think? Not that I'm a critic of these sorts of things.
Just once, do you think you can shine your torch of knowledge in my direction so we don't tread on each other's toes in the darkness of my ignorance?
Now you're being melodramatic.
I'm being melodramatic? What about, how dare you, for the benefits of the Queen?
The Queen and I have an arrangement concerning Maid Marian.
But did you think to tell me? No!
It didn't concern you.
As it turned out, it did.
Do you want your bride to be taller than you at the wedding?
Good.
Now, I'm just dying to meet this Robin Hood, and I want you to be in your usual high spirits.
Have Robin Hood be brought in.
Don't you think it's a trifle morbid to have an execution at the wedding? Oh well, it's not my happy occasion. Tell me, how is she as a prisoner?
How is he as a prisoner? Well, we have T.F. for, and they gave him. How should I know how he is as a prisoner? I'm not the bloody jailer.
You could be. You know what I'm talking about, Lord Sheriff. Have you broken his spirit?
I shall. He's just a man.
He's a commoner. Commoners lead hard lives. They're used to mistreatment. It is becoming so everyday to them. I fear they may build up an immunity to this mistreatment, that we are turning them into supermen.
Robin Hood!
Ow!
Well, he doesn't look like a bandit chief.
Now he's the chief of rats, my lord. And they don't pay much mind. I was just about ready to give him his daily lashing, my lord.
The honor will have to wait till later.
Later? You can't rearrange my day like that. You'll throw off my entire schedule.
Oh! That's right. Make it worse on yourself. This, my annoying little pest, is King John.
This annoying little pest is King John? How does His Majesty allow a mere servant to speak to him like that? Oh! Oh!
Had a good practice, did he?
If the tongues were removed, it wouldn't be so quick.
Perhaps then you could keep up with him.
Ha!
Well said, my lord.
I grow tired of this carnival atmosphere. Does His Majesty want any more of this entertainment? Or shall we bring the jugglers and turn the great hall into a circus?
I will turn it into a tinker's shop and a stable if I so choose.
Then by all means, bring in the horses and the tinkerers.
I would keep this Robin Hood around if I will. He keeps you on your toes.
I've earned him a barony. Why not?
Oh, look what he's doing. He's turning us against each other. What utter nonsense! Why, he's making a fool of you, Your Majesty.
You're the one who's falling to pieces.
I am?
Yes, look at you, raising your voice, turning red as a beet.
So are you! So are you!
You're a clever little fellow now, aren't you? You know, perhaps I was wrong. Maybe it is a good idea to have an execution at the wedding. I think I'd rather enjoy it.
When you think about it, lads, need to be so gloomy.
Ellen, so where is the show tomorrow?
Hi, won't mind playing that.
Much is dead.
I know, but we must press on.
Will is dead.
I know, but Robin and Marian are to be hobgoblins who run around the woods. I'm including myself, of course.
Of course.
We must act quickly if we're to have Robin and Ellen Dearwold.
Aye, we must.
But what do we do?
It's simple, mind you. We come up with a plan.
Aye, a plan, that's it, a plan. Wait, what's the plan?
I'm waiting. Don't exactly hear the twang of bowstrings. Because if nobody shoots, then I have a few arrows in the quiver.
What's she talking about?
I think she means she's got an idea. Although, why she didn't say that.
We'd be grateful if you do, dear lady. You see, Robin was always good at that sort of thing, coming up with plans and such.
Gladly, Tuck. I've learned the layout of the sheriff's castle. I think we can rescue Robin under the sheriff's very nose.
And Ellen?
That is the second step.
Eat. This is a festive occasion. All you want is courtesy of your Lord High Sheriff. That's the way. Look at those healthy appetites. They would have fought for you. Now they'll die for you. I'll never understand your logic. I fear that may be so.
May it be that you go too far in this, or do my very eyes deceive me? Common soldiers like ruffians feasting at the same table as I? Men of ill manner, quite like savage beasts. I swear one of them rubbed his shoulders against mine, a bishop, mind you. Don't you have some sort of trough or wallow? Perhaps I should join the pigs. Why, they seem more refined than the foresters. Why, they don't even know the time holy.
Who? The pigs?
Not the pigs.
Hereford, I'm sure you have your rabble. But right now, we have more important matters to discuss than table manners. The Queen is preparing us both of the barons, and very soon we will embark on a great adventure. And I'm going to need both of you behind me.
I'm not going to war, am I? I don't travel well and I fare very poorly in battle. We have priests who do that sort of thing.
Quiet, you idiot. He's not talking about that. Monetary support. Am I right, Your Majesty?
Exactly, my Lord Baron. Won't you grab something to eat with me, darling?
I think not. Perhaps later I'll get stronger appetites.
Of course. Where are your 3 months? Why aren't they here yet?
They'll be here. They're nauseatingly dependable. I can see no reason to have months at a social gathering except to perform a ceremony. Have you ever feasted with them? Very dull fellows, absolutely no sense of humor.
Why, you look quite fine, Maid Maran. A far cry from what the Sherwood, isn't it? There's really little one can appreciate about the hard life. Yes. Luxurious surroundings are a comfort I couldn't go without for long. Thus you return to the courts and castles, despite the fact you're in love with my cousin. In love. Dear pride for some mere trifles. But what can you know of such things? I made good use of this outlaw, just as you did.
Shouldn't you have the bride brought in? So father gets to present her?
No.
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 Why not, might I ask?
Because I don't need him. Don't you understand? I'm taking her. I'm taking her.
But who's going to present her? Someone must present her.
Haven't I told you? You are. Now, go fetch her.
I just love
will be along shortly. Would someone tell the foresters to stop eating? Thank you. Which of you will be performing the ceremony?
I am he, my lord, and these are my retainers.
Very well. Why don't you prepare?
Prepare, my lord.
Yes, something holy. Don't you have a book?
I need no book, my lord. I memorized the ceremony many years ago.
Yes, about 100 I'd wager. Where is my bride?
We're coming. You'll ruin the splendor if you keep yelling.
Ah, she looks marvelous, doesn't she? Like a dear talking Schwungschlei.
Here is my lovely bride.
She's well jeweled, I see, but this gown makes her wider than a moat. Ever miss a banquet, my dear?
That's my Lord Bishop.
Where did the abbots find you in a catacomb?
This is my bride.
Oh, my, it is. Why, she looks so sad. I do perceive lilies in her cheeks instead of blushing roses.
Is he a monk or a florist?
Is this a bonny bride? Is this a bonny bride?
Quietly, darling fool. Perform the ceremony.
She's not a bonny bride at all. No.
I'd say he had some ceremony before he came here.
Does this girl truly love my Lord Sheriff? Come on, little fella. Tell the truth now. A monk knows when you're lying.
Hold that insolent tongue, or I'll cut it in two.
What if I don't want to hold your tongue? Do you truly wish to marry this greasy toad?
As a matter of fact, both your friends.
I now pronounce you unmarried.
Say yes. I'll call you up in an instant. Hurrah! Hurrah! Get him!
Enjoy! vacant. How many pots?
You wouldn't dare.
Don't you dare him, that's only they need in panic.
Mother, talk some sense into them, won't you? Yes, Johnny. I say the drawing quarter is far too small. Why not just behead them?
That's talking sense. Don't ask her for any more help, please.
Robin, I grant you full pardon. You and all your men.
Well, what do you say to that? Well, then we can live like others.
No more outlaws. No one to keep an eye on the likes of them.
No one to balance the books and see to the court.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Your Majesty, I just don't think we're worthy of lying.